Hi. Welcome back to Operation Mjolnir, Mozart. You may notice things look a little bit different. That is simply because of the fact that there was an update to X4, and what happened was a lot of really good things improved. And not only that, but there's this new thing called Live Stream View, which does exactly what it sounds like, and basically broadcasts various things and puts an overlay as if the game itself was live streaming to the game itself. It's a little bit complicated to think about because, in the sense of there's a galactic activity, there's a galactic patrol, there's police. We can even be the police ourselves. I haven't shown that yet, but essentially, what happens is there's a way to switch between quote-unquote different channels. These channels are actually cameras, quote-unquote. I would normally be doing this manually, but instead the game's update gave the option to do this with just a button click. And it almost seems like cheating, but at the same time you'll notice that I also I have the ability to control where it goes and what it does. If you look up at the top right of your screen, you'll be able to see the controls for what I have control over. And this is also where I will point you out to the words lock on. That is down at the very bottom near the words Nova Vanguard. Finally, you will see a ship designation. That is RUH214 in really tiny letters. That is something that is assigned to every ship, not specifically those numbers and letters, but each time you go to a different view, if you're on a ship, you'll see the little numbers and letters down there change to match what an actual ship that you're on is. And it'll tell you what the type of ship is. For instance, the type of ship that is currently being blasted with... I'm not sure. I think those are Terran lasers. I'll have to go back and look. But the ship that's currently being blasted is the Nova Vanguard, as it says right here. Another cool thing about this update is that it also affected the camera, and the camera allows for some really perspective-based sound effects, which is why it sounds different when it's on a far-away, zoomed-out view like it is right now, as opposed to when you're up close and near a ship and you're getting sound effects blasted in your ear all the time. So, I actually spoilered us a little bit ahead. You're going to see what is a little bit of a relic from part of the fact that you cannot completely render all the physics accurately all the time, because that would be literally billions of enemies in this game right now as it's being played. And so ship's gonna sort of bump into another ship. But yeah, you've seen that before in some of these other videos. I hope you've seen this before, I should say. Wink, wink. I don't know if I ever actually mentioned this, but ships come in classes and sizes in X4. I did not get that mention that. Either way, these fighters that you're seeing are on the small class. The ones with the zoomed out view are medium class. They're not quite large, quote unquote, but they are actually really big. You've seen some of them in these other videos, and I'm sure this view is actually gonna demonstrate views are gonna demonstrate what happens when you get close enough to them. The sound effects will also probably tell you how close you are as well. Now here we actually have a named ship. I took the time to name one of the ships that is a carrier, and that one is Narcisanti Bonbaker. And they are, let's see, how do I say it? They're one of the NPCs that I really liked because of how well they not died. They lasted for approximately 5 real-life hours before deciding that they just wanted to retire, quote-unquote. So what I did was I made them a captain of a ship. They did retire, but at the same time, they retired to a position of, hey, I'm still gonna get paid a lot, and I'm also going to be able to completely have a new legacy that I didn't have before. The game's not really, it's not that in-depth, but, you know, there's, like, this little role-playing thing and stuff like that people do, I do sometimes, and that's one of these types of things, which is where Operation Mjolnir Mozart comes into play. Alrighty, now for a little bit more explanation. To our left, you will see the current location of where we are as quote-unquote players, or as a camera, in the sense of where the live stream is being broadcast from. It is in the asteroid belt of the Sol system, which is in the Terran Protectorate space, which is what that says right there is Protectorate space. It's the Terran Protectorate because it's Earth, but really, it doesn't really... The reason it's called the Terran Protectorate and not the Terran Federation is because of the fact that they don't exactly do completely nice things. And that's typical of most humans, I guess you could say, in terms of sci-fi and whatever. But it's really not... There's not too much going on in this video, honestly. It's more... There's explanations of things more in depth that I couldn't give before, and this live stream view allows me to really expand upon what I was going to do with my own special effects or whatever, so I can now show you different angles of Operation Mjolnir Mozart that I wanted to, with information on the screen, and the ability to explain what the information on the screen actually is. Alrighty, so I hope with this... Oh, no, one last thing. Orlan and Beyond, next to the live stream button. That is the name of the faction that the player is, which is what my faction is, and I chose that as the name, and that is the final little bit. I pretty much explained all that really is in this video, so it's mainly just the action from here on out. I'm going to reduce the volume of the background because I'm actually talking in this video. So yeah, thank you very much for watching and listening. This has been Extreme 2 per 7. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye-bye.